Hey, Robin!
Jack!
We are the Inwits!
Yeah. Actually, I just realised something. We have a bit of a tradition up Hull.
What?
Every other time we've filmed it in the evening, we've had alcohol.
Oh my god. Have we got any?
Yeah, of course. Of course we got alcohol.
Well, shall we come back?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we'll be back. What are we doing? Actually, you go.
Yeah.
Go get these alcohols. I am sorry, guys. With the tradition here that an evening shoot we have a drink. Well, I don't know what came over me to think anything different, but we'll be back after this short little intermission with a couple of, what is it? It's house-made scotch. Is it your own? Homebrew? Yeah. We'll be back in a second, guys. Sorry we started off like this.
Hey.
Sorry about that. We're back. Ready to go.
We are.
This nice scotch. Yeah. Very
Smooth.
nice. All right. Very good. Very good stuff. Okay. Now on with the show.
On the show.
Okay. 2 episodes
Who
in
cares?
the final
Let's drink.
countdown. Let's drink. Okay. We're in the final countdown
We
now. Next week's the last week, so 2 episodes this week. So where do you want to start? Apart from saying episode 21, as you were about to.
Episode 21.
Yeah. All right. That's where we're starting.
Well, Monday.
Yeah, Monday night.
Monday night. Happens with... Look, I get sick of the all the blurbs at the beginning, you know, the cutaway to the castaways and then...
In the opening song title thing.
No. Afterwards, they talk about how good they are or what they're doing. All this.
Yeah. This was a little bit upsetting that we got another backstory. I thought we were done with backstory.
So did I.
We got
Piers.
We got Piers' backstory. I'm like, I thought we were done with backstories. We don't need them. We know.
We know now.
We've got it. Though.
We know.
But this is the thing that we talk about. Like, we understand that as an audience. That's their backstory because we've seen it develop and communicated between other castaways.
When they've had the loved one things.
Yeah.
What have they talked about?
Yeah,
That's what
we've talked about it. We've got it. We do not need to see a specially filmed cutaway. It's something that bothers me with Australian Survivor.
It just adds time for no reason.
Yeah, don't need it. Don't need that rubbish and
Exactly,
filler. We don't want it.
But Janine, you know, one time on camera, I had to laugh at this. We're sitting there going, Survivor's all about risk. It's all about taking risks. And I was sitting there going, Janine, when have you taken a risk?
Well, no, but to Janine's defence, she never needed to. She put herself in a really good position and put herself on top. She's
sitting there going all about this. I've got, you know, you got to take risks in Survivor. I'm like, Janine, you've never taken a risk.
Yeah, no, she hasn't because she should have. She just didn't think ahead of the game.
Exactly.
Right, so Janine went Monday night, and Abby went Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Well, here's the weird thing though, and this is what I couldn't really figure out. We've been discussing Harry in the last episode, his thought process here, right?
Yeah.
Harry sits there, you know, they're all... Luke's gone off to do something and he's like to the other...
Which episode are we at? Western 21?
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do Luke. I'm like, Harry, Luke's working... He's capable of working with you. He's shown he can make a deal with Luke.
Here's the thing, and this was prevalent in last night's episode as well. They have made Luke into the Devons.
Oh, I know, but what I mean
That's
is...
their own fault.
But Harry is sitting there going, Luke, and I'm like, you've got Pia and Janine standing right there. Mm-hmm. Don't you think you should split them up?
Yeah.
At this stage?
Yeah.
Right? But Harry said, no, Luke, and if you hadn't won immunity,
they would have gone Luke. And yeah, they just
didn't make
that's
sense.
The thing. It's like they've put so much weight they put so much weight on winning challenges. Challenge threats. Challenge threats are not the biggest threats. Challenge threats do not historically in Survivor win.
No, exactly.
Otherwise, Aussie would be a winner.
Exactly.
Otherwise, Joe would be a winner.
And let's face it, Luke's equalled the Australian record of 4.
And that's, Aussie's like 6 or 7 something? Yeah.
Something like that.
Not including his Redemption Island wins,
right?
You know?
And wasn't there a player last season like Joe? Look at Joe's record, right? No team has lost when Joe's on there for 18 challenges or something. It's unbelievable.
Any pre-merged tribe has never gone to tribal council if Joe's been on their team.
Unbelievable
that record is ridiculous.
It's a ridiculous stat.
So it's like, it's not that he's a challenge beast, but it's this weird mentality that Janine to me is more threatening than Luke.
Absolutely.
Harry to me is more threatening than Luke. Prior to these 2 episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
Luke's got a great story, we know this. Luke strategically isn't playing a terrible game, but he's not a mastermind by all means.
Well,
he's following along.
I think that might actually be wrong because of what happened in the last episode. But we'll stay with this.
We'll get to
stay
that.
with it. We'll get to that, right? But that's what I couldn't fathom is why Harry would pick to work with Janine and Pia knowing that they're never going to split.
Yeah.
They're never going to, and you're going down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 that's never going to split is Dynamite. It's Dynamite at 6, let alone 5.
It just seemed odd. Like, yes, I know you don't want to go up against Luke. But
I get that.
But the
you
more
can get him.
you can,
You
yeah,
can get
he's
him
gettable.
at 3.
He's gettable.
He's gettable. Like you said, even if he wins all the immunities, he's still gettable.
Yeah,
Right.
but the more you focus on him, the less gettable he becomes. He becomes because we did see it in, I think, episode 22 when they said Luke's just unbeatable, or it might have been episode 2, and then you saw Sean on Tribal do this.
No, that was Tuesday nights, right? And I agree with you. What happened there was unbelievably what I saw happen in American Survivor just last season.
Yeah,
they basically sat in Tribal and went, Devons is going to win and that's what they all said.
Devons could win, but so could other people.
Yeah.
Luke could win, but so could Harry.
But,
so could Pia. So could Janine.
Just like the Tribals with Devons in it, right? The other members were selling Devon to the jury.
Yeah.
They were kept saying, we can't beat Devon to the jury.
Yeah, you're making the jury go, well, he's unbeatable.
He's
and then
unbeatable.
next time he comes back with an idol around his neck, more unbeatable.
Well, more unbeatable.
So the gap between a Harry who was peaking, and he's not terrible. He's definitely not terrible.
Oh, he's not terrible,
but he's now become so focused on certain things that it's now making his game really hard.
Well, for the last 3 Tribals, his thing's been Luke.
Look, if he backed his game, if he backed his strategy, if he went after Janine earlier, if he did all this stuff and kept backing himself, he doesn't need to go, oh God, Luke's going to win the game. No, because you've got some strategic... You've played the game strong. You've fought from the bottom. You have a good story too. You have a good Survivor story.
But I thought, look, Luke and Abby played it right for that episode. They put themselves in the middle and they made the choice, right?
Yeah.
And it was Luke. That's the thing. It wasn't Harry in the end.
Yeah.
It was Luke and Abby that said...
Yeah, and Luke is now slow. Like, this end game, Luke is really turning it on.
Oh, he's turned it right up. I'm
because
really
he has to.
Yeah, exactly.
One, he has to, but 2, and you always know Luke is up for anything. Luke is up to hear anything, and I think that's a really great thing to have, to just be open.
Oh, I do too.
I'm a blank canvas. What do you got? I will listen.
That's right. This is the thing about Luke that I don't get why Harry doesn't get it. Luke will actually work with Harry. If you go to Luke with a good plan, Luke will sit there and go, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter that he's not coming up with the plans, but he's very open to any plan.
Any plan, right? Whereas Janine and Pia just ain't going to be open.
Yeah.
They're just not open for business, right?
Yeah.
And look at it, even in the last pitch, right? Janine didn't say to Luke, who do you want? Janine and Pia. No, they went to him and said, we want, Abby, didn't they? They wanted Abby, right? They told him how to vote. And I was like, guys, if you're asking for something...
If you need assistance, sometimes give a little.
Give a little, but they couldn't... But Janine and Pia were like, no, this is our plan, and that's what we're offering.
And which we saw Harry do last time with Abby. She wanted Janine, but they wanted Janine, but Abby wanted Simon. And Harry went, well, I need you. It's your way, as long as it's slightly aligned with my way.
Exactly, right?
And that's what you need to do. And Janine obviously didn't do that. And here's the thing, though. And it's not a blindside. No. This one is not a blindside. Yes, she might not have known it was coming, but she didn't know it was coming because she was ignorant.
Let's put it this way.
That's not a blindside. Monday night was not a blindside.
Let's put it this way. Pia said she knew it was coming.
Yeah, exactly. And the very next episode, Pia knew it was coming. Not a blindside.
No,
you can't advertise it as a blindside because it was not.
No, that's right. Look, Harry and Baeden and Janine and Pia walking into that thing, both knew that Luke and Abby were the deciding votes.
Mm-hmm.
And whichever one they picked, that was who was going home. So they knew it was... Janine knew she was 1 in 4.
Yep.
She had that... Mind you, I had to laugh in the council, in the tribal, they're like still talking about champion loyalty.
That's all. That's her only pitch. That's her only pitch she had.
That's why
But you know, it's not even about just because you're 4 champions. You shouldn't even pitch it like that. You should pitch it like, who do we think is a strong competitor?
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like she's sitting there with it, Pia trying to pitch. Look, there's the 4 of us champions. And then she was banging on about how they'd been loyal to each other. I'm like, Abby's just flipped on you twice.
And
right?
Luke played that tribal well as
Oh,
well.
he did.
He started saying, "Well, I've had these bonds since the very beginning," and Harry legit thought it was him.
Oh, absolutely, right? That's what I mean. I think Luke and Abby played that tribal pretty well. Luke might best, but
Luke played both tribals fairly decently.
The next tribal, I think he played. He aced it. The next tribal.
Did he ace it? I'm curious. I want to break that down a bit because I thought it was very good.
Oh no,
but I'm curious.
He aced it. I was sitting there going, "This is amazing," and if it happens, I'm going to be
because
really
it's like
rad.
there's like what else is there to talk about in 21? What do you got to talk about?
Nothing. That's it. Like I mean, that's what I mean. Like Janine's pitch at tribal was loyalty.
Yeah.
I'm like, but this is. Like I said last week, again, this is the downside of the loyalty game.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, all you can say is loyalty, not, hey, you know, you don't. Being loyal loses you flexibility, and at the end game, what you need is flexibility.
And you could have worked with those same loyal four, but not labeled it as we are champions.
Yeah, exactly.
Label it as who can we beat? Because it's now it is. If it wasn't an individual game from day one, heaven forbid,
right?
It's clearly an individual game with 6 days left.
Right?
Like it's individual. That's what
right.
you got to think about. It's not champions versus contenders. It's who's going to win this.
Look, and Janine and Pia, look, you know, at this stage, Janine and Pia maybe they just showed no flexibility at all.
Yeah,
none, no capacity to listen to somebody else and go, well, I'm willing to work with you, or anything like that. So. As the previous week when Janine said to Harry, you made your bed, so you lied it.
Yeah.
Same deal this week, Janine. You made your bed, you lie on it.
Yeah.
All right, and she did. And I think, the next episode's the real...
Yeah, now here's the thing about the next episode, because I thought last night's episode was rather interesting.
I think it's a great episode. Well, not great, but...
Well, I thought it was a really good episode in the sense that Pia now ends up in the dead set middle. Like... Great position for Pia to be in. I don't know why Pia at the start was like, I'm in trouble. You are in the most, in my opinion, safest place to go. Because now you have 2-2 on either side.
Yeah.
One of them needs to break it up.
Exactly.
One of them needs to be broken up. Side yourself with one of them. That's your pitch. Pia, I thought Pia fell into a perfect position.
Traditionally, she would have, except for the way this bloody game is playing.
I know, but even her approach didn't go down that path.
But again, it's exactly because in an American season, she would have been in the middle, right? And both sides would have been pitching for a vote, right?
Yeah.
But in this Australian season, it's the bloody Luke factor again. Harry is so focused on Luke. He was like, Luke. Oh, he's won immunity again. Pia.
Plan B. You got to have a plan B. And
instead of let's use Pia. Yeah. You know, to get rid of whatever. Yeah. No.
Pia is an open agent now. She has no loyalty. She has nothing. She is the swing vote. And Pia was in a great position. Pia should have been at no risk at all of going home.
Exactly.
And Pia being a backup for Harry is an atrocious idea. Terrible.
Because she is now an open agent.
Yeah.
You just got rid of her partner. She's open.
And now what you need to do is break up the other partner so your partnership is still the strongest.
See, that's where Harry should have sat there and gone, let's get rid of Abby. Right?
Yeah.
Got Baeden and Pia and gone, let's get rid of Abby.
Funnily enough,
we can't get Luke.
And this is the strange thing. It did work out in his favour. Yeah. But that's because Abby was also ready to throw Luke under the bus.
Well, this is a great thing that Luke said in his in the trial, which really shows. I think what a slide, Luke's been, he was standing behind Dave that whole way, right? So he's been in Dave's shadow, but,
Well, this is the same thing as Jericho, isn't it? Jericho was in Luke's shadow.
Looking at the thinking in this episode where Luke's finally come out and gone, actually, I want to take control over here. He knew exactly how to do it. And look at what he did with Pia. Oh, Pia's all alone, right? I'm going to put Gabba and make her in my camp. Yeah. He's basically gone up to her and said, look, it's you. Yeah. But don't worry, I can fix it.
And I'm glad we did see this because it's something he's like, man, and they all said it. He's like, I've been looking for an idol every day. We're all looking for idols every day. And I'm glad we saw a little bit of that because we don't say that.
At the top of my page here, I've got idols question mark. And I'm like, why are they looking for idols? Now it was great to see.
It's great to see that moment. It's like every day we look for them. But it's boring TV if they don't find anything.
But I would like cuts, just a little cut every episode to say, Luke's looking for an idol. Harry.
Rather than the cut of they're looking for an idol, when they need it, they find it.
Exactly.
Like we're saying, yes, great, thank you for telling us we're looking every day, Luke. But it just becomes this weird, and as an audience member, and you see this a lot online, well, how convenient, they found it just when they need it. But
Exactly.
that looks like that because of the editing.
Exactly. Now, Luke's advantage, I did read the advantage.
Did you pause and read? Because I was like, because part of me was like, this is a guaranteed final 3.
Yeah,
but
no.
it could only be used at 5.
5.
Yeah, great.
So that's why the
Because
first thing
I wouldn't be playing it because it's like, this is the last time.
I was the same as you. I was like, hang on, why would you? Yeah. I would
guaranteed.
be like, I'd take myself, or, you know, I would sit there and then use it the next time to take myself out, but no, limited at 5.
Yeah, great.
So
okay, good. So you have to use it then.
But look, let's put it this way.
Again, and these are things we have problems with certain things of the Australian Survivor as opposed to the American Survivor. But we also have problems with the American Survivor.
Of course we do.
You know, Edge of Extinction had its problems.
Oh boy, did it have its problems.
But this is one of those examples. Like, we know Australian challenges are just the bomb most of the time. We can't rave any more than we do about Australian challenges. This is another twist that we haven't seen this challenge. We haven't seen this advantage.
No, it was fantastic.
Loved it.
Loved it. I'd love to see it again.
Advantage. And yeah, I'd love to see it again. I'd love to see it again earlier.
That's what I was about to say. Rather than at 6, I would love to see it like 9.
Yeah, 10. So there is an option of playing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was like he could play it then.
Yeah.
But if this advantage came in earlier, when will he play it?
Exactly.
Or whoever got the advantage, but Luke got it. So when would Luke play it?
Yeah.
Would be interesting to see, and I think that would be really cool. I like the advantage. I really like the advantage.
I think it's way better than a lot of the other advantages you get. Yeah. Right?
And it's almost better than an idol, because it does save you like an idol.
Well, it can save you, or you can alter someone like an alliance's vote.
Yeah.
That's even better sometimes, you know? If you know it's not you, but you don't want X going home, send them back to tribal, send them back to the camp so you can save them. Even better.
Great advantage, and I just props to the creative team behind that advantage. That was a brilliant advantage.
I loved it.
Great to see something fresh, and I'd happily see that again.
Same here.
Yeah.
Just try not to leave it around the water well.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I actually liked it. It's in the coconut. Like, I like something like that, and he had to go back and get the coconut machete or get the machete, crack the coconut.
And look, kudos to the team for thinking up the idea. It was a great advantage, but edit team, don't edit it to make it look like P is about to find him when she's just walking off.
Yeah, she's just walking off. Yeah,
it
looks like he was pretty clear the whole way.
Exactly, right? That
just
was
making it a bit more heightened.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it,
but look, I think Luke had his head screwed on in this episode. Everything he did was, I reckon, planned and pretty much to a T.
Well, he's gone back to back, needs to win or he's voted off.
Exactly.
Which again is a flaw on Harry's behalf because it's now made him and we said this a few episodes ago that Harry can beat Luke.
Anyone can beat Luke,
but now through their own fault, no one can beat Luke if he gets to the end.
And the way, look, one of the things I loved about this episode was Luke understood the power of going to Pia, which Harry should have understood, which Baeden shouldn't have understood because he's clearly not
because it didn't need to be, we need to get Luke out. It needed to be, we need to split the power couple up. Who's a single, Pia's a single. It's Luke. If Luke wins, it's Abby.
Exactly.
Bang.
Done.
You're in with us.
Exactly.
It's 3 versus 2. We get it.
That's right.
Pia will go there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the sole focus on Luke and trying to get, and look, I don't mind the fact that he got Luke's ally to want to flip on Luke, but it is, I don't mind that, but at the same time, it wasn't necessary because you had someone who was scrambling, and that person still will be wanting an option, and you're giving yourself.
The other thing here is that if you want to get rid of the challenge beast, don't you want to get rid of Abby too?
Yeah.
Because Abby's right on Luke's tail every time in these challenges. Yeah. It's not Harry that's right on Luke's tail. It's Abby.
It's Abby. Well, she's
so why swap?
She's a very fit. She's an athlete.
That's what I mean. But this is why I didn't understand this episode. Luke, he goes to Abby again to get her to flip on Luke, which is fine. But you've only got rid of one of the problems. There's another problem.
But then also set it up as like, look, we want to get rid of Luke. I want to draw Abby in, but what's my backup? If I've already drawn Pia in, if I've gone to Pia, it's Luke. If Luke wins immunity, it's Abby.
Exactly.
But if I've gone to Abby, if Luke, you and Baeden have set yourself up with 2 options.
Exactly.
We go with Abby, we go with Pia. And we can
Right.
swing either way. We obviously want to go with Pia to get rid of a challenge beast because they're the biggest threats in the game for some unknown reason. Like Abby cannot win.
But instead,
I don't care if Abby wins all the immunities. She's not winning the million.
No,
she's not winning.
She hasn't got any.
She's got nothing.
Yeah, but yeah, and I'm not sure if this is a facet of this is where I think Harry falls down. Right? Again, he's drawing a line in the sand, which he won't cross. For some reason, he doesn't see. Oh, I can go to Pia now. Other players do. They sit there and they go.
And it's this weird.
I still remember Savage going and talking to like Anne Marie down on the beach. Abby Marie.
And no one wants to talk to
Abby Marie, right?
Like no one is talking to Abby Marie.
Not willingly, right?
Yeah, no.
Right?
No, then the only reason you're talking to her is hopefully just so she calms down and stops throwing out rice or doesn't damage the camp or burn it down in a tirade.
That's right.
That's why you're talking to Abby Marie.
That's right. But he did the right thing. He pulled her in.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, she wasn't out in the cold. There was Pia out in the cold.
Nothing.
If they had thrown her a lifeline before Luke did, right?
Easy. It was an easy game. It was an easy play.
game.
And it's interesting because Harry did learn so much in his mistakes early on. But as the numbers have dwindled and the choices become so much more crucial, but maybe it's because, you know what, maybe it is? It's because Harry, pre-merge, was the number one target and survived. And then I think he did a great thing by stepping back. But maybe he stepped back too much in that he wasn't in the fire too much.
No,
he wasn't in the firing range.
I think he's been burnt. Right? Like he's realised, when I'm in the middle of it, it's, there's no getting out of it if it's come for you, right?
Yeah.
Because he did have to do 2 idle plays, I think, to avoid it.
Prior merge. Yeah.
So maybe it's that. Maybe he's a bit gun shy.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, the problem I see with Harry, and this is why I don't rate him as such a good player, is he's missing obvious opportunities.
Yeah, and you said that last week, and I was giving him the benefit of the doubt as well last week because he did do some really great moves within this bunch. He pulled Abby across, and that's his move for getting rid of Simon, even though he didn't want to get rid of Simon. But Abby's celebration, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's his move, and he did stuff. But pulling Pia, Pia
was obvious.
As soon as I saw that and Pia was like, I'm in trouble,
Yeah.
I literally said out loud, I think Catherine was telling me to shut up because she was trying to sleep. I don't know what was going on. No, because I watched it this morning.
Right.
Or yesterday morning, I watched it in the morning and she's asleep in bed. And I'm like, no, Pia, you're in such good shape. Like, you're in the best position in the game right now.
Well, this is the thing. I was like, I would have expected Pia to be in the middle. So she's in good, because they both need a vote, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead, weirdly, in this Australian season, it turned out, no, she was plan B.
Yeah.
It's just really odd.
No logical mind for me that she should ever have been plan B.
And this is...
Split up the two. Split up Luke and Abby. Split up Harry and Baeden. And this brings me to Luke.
Well, before we do go there, just quickly talk about Baeden, right? This is how much Baeden...
I was like, Baeden, did he get screen time in the past two
No,
episodes?
this is how much he's not in the game. He's basically listening to Harry.
Yeah.
Whatever Harry says...
You're taking Baeden with you. You want Baeden with you.
Well, I think it's obvious why Luke sent Baeden back to the camp.
Yeah, because it gives Luke... Baeden is a kind of a bit more... Thanks, Luke.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, look... We can get to that, but let's talk about Luke, right?
Yeah, because there's nothing to say about Baeden.
No. All I just wanted to point out was Baeden's no
and Baeden did say, I came in here with no confidence, and now I feel like I can do stuff. Good on you, mate.
Everybody can say that.
Good on you.
But
you're not winning.
Everybody can go to the final trial and go, I've been on a journey.
Yeah, great.
So have we all.
Yeah. I'm glad it's been awakening for you and you've found your inner strength.
That's right.
It's really awesome.
It's
and I'm not saying that in a patronising way.
No.
But you're not winning.
No, look.
You're not winning.
My favourite, I don't know what you'd call him, but my favourite...
Journey
is Dave.
Dave, yeah.
Dave's my favourite journey in the whole... Of every season. Every season.
Dave's an amazing journey.
And that's fantastic.
And he's a veteran.
He's a veteran, but he is not going to win $1 million standing at the final trial and go, I've been on a journey, look at how I've developed. Because they're going to go, well, we've all been there too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Tell us what you did to win the game.
That's all Baeden has at the moment.
That's all,
He's got nothing.
right?
Anyway,
look, let's talk about Lukey, because I think Lukey played a master game in this episode.
Beautiful. It was beautifully executed, but here's the thing, I'm trying to work out, would I have wanted Harry to go? Because Harry is my biggest threat.
No, I wouldn't.
But at the same time, Abby is my biggest threat to winning immunities.
And what's keeping
And I
you
need
in
to
it?
win immunities to stay in.
And that's the key.
That is the key, isn't
And that's
it?
why I think he's played. This is where Luke has demonstrated he's better than Harry, right? He's better than Dave.
It's just Abby doesn't guarantee an immunity necklace if she's
It
not in the
doesn't,
game.
but it
because
improves his odds.
because a heavy puzzle game.
I know. Look,
that goes to I think
Baeden.
it goes to Baeden or Harry.
Well, let's put it this way, though. What I enjoy about this, the thinking here is Luke's. This is what I enjoy about his thinking. His biggest challenge threat is Abby.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about Luke is he set it for 2 tribals now. If he didn't have that necklace,
He's going home.
he's going. He knows that,
and he was
right.
100%.
Harry's not the challenge threat that Abby is.
No.
Right.
So he eliminates a challenge
threat, right? And that's
and
all it
gives
was.
himself, all it does is give himself a better odd of winning the immunity.
Exactly.
And that's
better
he
odds.
needs the better odds.
Exactly, right?
And
Yeah.
coming into 4, one would assume that we would be getting a very big physical maze, collect puzzle pieces, run
That's
around,
right.
obstacle course, jump potential in the next 2 immunities
Absolutely.
before the
rock.
classic hand on the rock,
please don't.
or some form of endurance, which we didn't get that last week. Like some form of
I hate
your
the rock.
favorite one.
Yeah.
Your favorite one.
Oh, I love
Your
that.
favourite
Yeah, I
one.
love that one.
Like we will be getting something like
Something
that
like
for the
that.
final 2.
Yeah, I hope.
But there should be a massive endurance finish with the puzzle, hopefully, and that does give him a better run, a better chance.
But what? Let's look at the way he played. He's pulled in Pia.
Yeah, because I was
Somebody's on the outer who's lonely, she's putting on a brave face. But the other thing is, Luke's been there. He knows what it's like if you lose your buddy.
and also
Right.
I said this to Catherine last night because I did watch this one at night, and Catherine was with me. I'm like, I love how Luke talks.
Yeah, so do I.
And if there's people around, he's not moving his lips.
No, that's right.
But if he's safe, he'll talk normally. But if there's people that could be
Exactly.
watching him, he talks like this and
Yeah.
tries to make now. I love it.
But look, he made it. I thought a very good pitch to Pia. Look, Pia sat there and probably went, look, I've got to trust Luke. But she didn't really have any options because Harry and that didn't give her
But
any.
you know what I also loved about it? It's not, hey, I've got an idol.
No.
Or hey, I've got an advantage.
You'll be alright.
He's like, trust me. You need to trust me. You will be okay.
Now, at that stage,
I've
she's
got
probably...
something that can look after us.
And at that stage, she's probably thinking he's got some numbers up his sleeve. He's done a deal with Baeden.
Yeah.
He's done a deal with
He's
Baeden.
either got an idol or he's got some other plan.
Exactly. But she trusted in that. She's
And this is something we say so much. Yeah. Knowledge is power.
Yep.
If you can keep your knowledge, you keep your power.
Now,
and he didn't give that up.
Right.
Because if he did, there is a potential for Pia to go use that knowledge and go, Luke's got an advantage.
Exactly.
What we need to come up with a backup.
Yep. Exactly.
We don't know what it is.
Don't give her the opportunity. He never did.
Never did. He kept her going, I know you're going home, but you need to trust me. You're not going home tonight. And that's all he said.
That's
Beautiful.
all.
That's amazing. Amazing. Step 1.
Exactly.
Beautiful. I've got Pia now.
And the beautiful thing about this is...
It's 2 versus 3. Love it as well.
Exactly. But the other thing here is, he knows Harry wants him going, he knows Baeden wants him going, and he also knows Abby wants him gone now. Right? So he's actually done what's the smart thing. He's taken somebody who's on her own and on bottom, right? And he's actually done something for her to save her. There's a possibility she might actually feel loyal enough at this stage to actually go, screw voting Luke off. I want to get rid of Harry.
And this would have all been avoided if Harry pulled in Pia.
Pulled in Pia, right?
But he didn't.
He did not.
He left her on the outs.
And
then Luke would be like, well, what? I've got nothing.
Nothing.
I've got to win. And this advantage is kind of like, well, who do I keep and let them fight amongst themselves? But strategically, this worked out well, so well, because Harry did not go for the spare.
Now, the masterstroke, I think, is tribal, because Luke played that to a T. I just can't fault him on this.
It's very good.
And even to the point, and this is what I love, is Harry was like, it's just really weird this wasn't done prior to tribal. He's talking to everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Harry, if you knew what he was about to do, you would understand why he's doing it now.
And I love everything. I love that he also keeps Pia there.
Yeah.
And Pia's like, I wish it was. Pia's like,
she thought she was the one that was going to send home.
And he's saving me.
He's saving me.
Because he could have done that.
He could have.
And he could have let the 3 of them vote each other out.
Exactly.
And what would have happened? Abby probably would have gone home anyway. irrelevant.
Exactly.
Abby would have gone
But
home.
it wouldn't have got, like, I think this way, he's kind of demonstrated to Pia where a two.
Yeah, and he's also demonstrated to the jury, watch how good
Well,
my strategy is.
That's what I love here is that at the end of this, that jury saw everything happen and they understood one thing.
Yeah.
It was all Luke.
Yeah, because
From beginning to end.
Luke's gotten rid of an A number.
Yep.
Gotten rid of Baeden, who he has had buddy with Baeden, who is also the GOAT.
Exactly.
He has then talked to Pia and gone, vote Abby.
Yep.
This is what's happening.
Yep.
We're voting Abby.
You're voting Abby.
And then made them feel unsafe.
Yeah, and then he's gone to Abby
And said, "It's so
you're
good."
voting Harry.
It's like, vote Harry. This is so
Yeah.
easy. The three of us are voting
Voting
Harry.
Harry.
And Harry just like, I got no idea.
Yeah, he's
it's going to
voting
be
Pia.
me. Yeah, he's like, it's going to be me.
Yeah.
I have no other option. It has to be my Pia
But here's the beauty of it.
because I don't have a backup plan.
He's made sure that everybody there has gotten a vote except him. All he has to do is write down the name he wants.
Yeah.
He could have said Harry, he could have said Pia, he could have said Abby.
Because everyone had a different vote.
That's what I love about this, and
Yeah.
this is what the jury saw.
Yeah.
They know that when Luke spoke to each one, they've got Pia's voted for Abby, Abby's voted for Harry, Harry's voted for Pia, Luke's the deciding vote,
Yeah.
and he's organised it all
That's
in
that.
front of us.
That vote there, that execution of that strategy
Brilliant.
is a winning strategy.
That-
Like that's all he needs. He's like,
This is the thing.
and it was executed in
In
front.
That's what I love.
It's not done behind. It's
That's
not
what-
done where tribal can't see.
And this
the
is
jury
where
can't
I'm
see.
saying, like, Harry misses things, right? Harry's sitting there going, it's really weird this wasn't done before tribal, right?
Well,
Harry, he's doing it in front of the jury. Wake up.
Yeah, there's
Right?
nothing. There is nothing that they can't see
See,
here.
yeah.
It's all there. He's come in wearing a necklace.
Exactly.
He pulls out an advantage, sends someone home, completely controls the vote.
Absolutely, completely controls it. And that's a brilliant move. Like, every member on that jury just saw that happen.
What we just saw then is the equivalent of Devon making everyone a fake
Oh,
idol
yeah.
and making them play.
Absolutely.
That was the same moment.
Yep.
Hopefully, we are lucky and Luke can win a couple of more immunities because if he doesn't, he will go home. Unfortunately, he will go home.
He will.
He's unbeatable.
Look, as much as I like to say maybe he's pulled Pia in, right? If
No.
Pia's got a brain screwed, like I think
they
she
never
has,
do. Yeah.
she'll vote with Harry and Baeden next time.
Right. Luke does not make it to the end unless
No.
he wins. Unfortunately, I want
Exactly.
him to win. I think he deserves to win, especially after
Of
that
move.
Like,
Well,
why
this
not?
is-
You've got a soft. We've all got a soft spot for Luke after, like, it's his second
But-
time. But he's, even when at the start of, I think when Janine went and he's like, final six, baby, this is a PB. This is a
Best
PB
for
for
best.
me.
Yeah.
When he was final six,
Yeah.
he's like, because he got to 7 last time.
But what I'd like to say here is, it shows you actually how Luke's thinking about the game. This is not Luke from season 1.
No.
Luke season 1 couldn't have done this. This is, and watching that play on that night, I've realised how good Luke is thinking about
and
what's going on.
He's gone. Like,
he's even
been
sussed
calling.
that Abby's after him.
Yeah, well,
Right?
it's pretty easy. Like, he's sitting there with Pia,
No,
and
but
the
you
three
know
of them
what I
are in the bloody water.
But what I mean is he wasn't blind to it. He's like,
No,
I
and
know
he's
you've
open.
been after me for the last 2 votes. He said that in tribal,
Yeah.
I love, and that's telling the jury, I know what's going on,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm aware.
He's,
yeah.
it's just.
It was a real masterclass in
It was
just,
very good, wasn't it?
and this is the
It
thing.
was beautiful. For
Luke
a Survivor
doesn't-
fan, it was
yeah,
bloody beautiful.
This is the thing. At final tribal, he doesn't need his sick kids anymore. He's already made his $1 million move.
Oh, he's done it. Yeah.
He's done it now in this
Yeah.
tribal. If he can make to final 2,
Yeah.
he's won on that. On
Yeah.
that tribal
This
has
is the
won
thing.
him.
Like, everyone was afraid about his story and his
exactly.
3 kids. Outside of that move, his survival, his instincts, his alignments with Eric, like
Exactly.
he's fought with Dave from the bottom where
Yeah.
he should have gone
Yeah.
home. He's played such a great social game.
Do you see but I love the shots of the jury as Luke was doing everything.
Yeah.
Like, even Dave was like, oh,
Yeah,
great
play.
this is great.
That is a
He's
great
loving it.
play, and it's just like I said, it's just you're like that's the thing. It's like
Now
in
somebody
final
like
2, Abby isn't a threat.
no,
But for him to get to final 2, Abby is in the way.
hey, that's right.
Because I want Harry out if I'm Luke. Harry needs to go if I am Luke.
well, I think for Luke, it's Baeden or Harry, Pia or Harry. I think either of them are pretty equal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he ends up going, he's going to have to fight harder against either one of those.
I think he's going to have to fight harder against Harry, though, than Pia.
But I think, look,
I don't know.
one of the keys here may be Baeden in the mix. Because like we've said, one of the things Luke has always done is maintain a strong relationship with Baeden throughout.
It's just he has now become Devons. Everyone
I
knows.
know.
Everyone knows you need to get rid of Luke. Unfortunately, and this is...
We've all seen Jedi mind tricks.
We have,
Right.
but that is a film.
No. but what I'm saying is...
If it's scripted, it'll work. No. But in real life,
but we have seen people... Like, Shoney made a horrible mistake. With Sean and Shane managed to convince Shoney for some god-awful reason to vote with them.
Yeah.
And get rid of Brian. And I was like, Shoney, you've just lost the game.
Yeah, because Shoney was doing it. Like, I thought she played to her strength very well. I did enjoy
that last vote's the only time she fell down.
Yeah.
And I was like, Shoney, what are you doing? And that was where she let her emotions get in the way because Brian had voted her off, her offsider.
So look, I hope he can get to the end.
All
his
I'm saying
chances are so low.
But all I'm saying is all he needs is an emotional vote.
He does.
If he can get Baeden or Pia to make an emotional vote rather than a sensible vote or a brain vote, get through just on the social game.
I hope he can. Like, I really do, because that was worth it. That was a Devons. To see him go now.
Yep.
I also like that, and I don't think Pia's played a terrible game. I thought Pia's...
No, I don't think she's played a terrible game.
And I don't think Harry's played a terrible game.
It's just that they don't have a move like what just happened to go.
It's... You know, and what I enjoy is, like, you know, season 2 with Luke originally, we only ended up with Jericho as a player in the final four.
Absolutely.
All the other powerhouses were voted out early.
Like Henry went at 9 or something.
Whereas this time around, that isn't the case.
Yeah.
We've still had some players floating around, and I really like that. And again, nothing wrong with Janine either. Janine isn't a super fan of this game, but I think Janine played well. She manipulated and controlled the vote well enough, but had not enough survivor knowledge to know that you can't control the vote forever.
No.
The people on the bottom want to be on the top.
Well, I think really when you come down to
it's not a business.
Janine displayed her greatest ignorance of the game in Monday's night episode, where she stuck with Pia and basically said to to Luke, we want to vote Abby. Yeah. Instead of saying, at that stage, you've got to sit there and go, we need to offer them something.
And it's the same concept as, like, you want to vote Abby because she's a physical threat, but what am I?
Yeah, exactly. Luke's another physical threat.
It's like, if you get rid of two physical threat, then I'm on the chopping block. I don't want to be on the chopping block, so I'm keeping my shields.
And really, at 6, I think trying to spout the team strong sort of mentality falls, because people realise at 6, I got to make it. I have to make it. Yeah. You know, it's not us 4 have to make it. I have to make it.
So, I guess we both believe and hope that. Well, I hope Luke gets to the end.
Well, it's a hope.
It's a hope. It's a slim chance, but there's a chance. And if he gets to the end, he wins.
Let's put it this way: barring, unless they all just go into mind lock and they're not willing to negotiate at all, right? Which is very possible, right? If he can pull off the manipulation he just showed in that episode Tuesday, again, so by manipulating Baeden or Pia or whatever, right? Like,
focus on Harry being such a strategic mastermind.
Again, it'd be a masterstroke, and it'd just go make him stronger looking to the jury.
Yeah.
So, but I think, I'm with you. I think he goes home next week.
He goes home. Unfortunately, he goes home before the 2.
Oh, of course.
Because I feel like if he doesn't, hopefully he wins the next tribal, but the tribal after the immunity after that, I mean, it's possibly going to be something of long-term endurance, which is a Pia could win.
Yeah. Oh, look. Or even as you said, if there's a puzzle involved at the
Harry
end,
and Baeden come
if
up.
Baeden can get, even if Baeden can just stay close to Luke or
because
Harry.
If Luke did not have such an extreme lead on that
puzzle,
he wasn't winning. Because Harry was starting to put some pieces together pretty quickly.
He was lucky that in one sense Baeden was so far behind, because Abby got there, but she was as far behind him as she always was. Yeah. And Harry was picking up.
Yeah, Harry was making progress.
Baeden was the real danger. I mean, if Baeden had gotten there quicker, I think he would have blitzed through it.
This is the problem when it comes to a puzzle for Luke. So he's in a dangerous situation, which leads us to, it's going to be, what did I say? I said Harry and Baeden, but Pia might come in. Pia might come in for Luke.
I said Pia last week, Pia and Abby, right?
You did say that.
But look, I think Pia's the dark horse here. I think she's going to skate by.
Well, she could. She could quite easily.
She doesn't look dangerous to Luke, I don't think.
But I think Pia, funnily enough, is the most in tune to win any hold on to something for the longest period of time. Like hold on to a thing like this.
Yeah.
Like she held on to that, even though there's clips of her holding on. And
Luke has not done well at any of the endurance travel.
Yeah, he's done pretty well, but not well enough to win.
No. Look, I think he's been out first. You know, the one where he had to hang over the water. No,
he
the
was
water
three.
one.
He was top three.
Where they were, no.
Oh yeah, that
over
one.
the river. I think he dropped first.
Oh right? no, Baeden.
Baeden dropped first. Sorry, but anyway, he was close on that.
He wasn't up in the top, so it's going to be a tricky one.
But on the other hand, he is canny enough. Maybe look. The other thing is, if he doesn't win immunity next episode, he can find an idol.
Yeah. Side note, this is my mind just went somewhere else.
Okay, go nuts.
When the hell does the American season start? Have we missed the first episode?
No.
Have we missed the first episode? Okay.
No, we haven't. Because CBS runs Channel 10 now, I actually took the precaution of looking up today when season 39 starts.
Next week?
No, the week after.
So we wrap up Australia and go straight in, because there used to be an overlap.
Exactly, there used to be an overlap.
Because I was like, hang on a second, we should be doing 2 episodes.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I thought it was strange, so I thought, oh, we're getting close.
Yeah, we're getting close.
And I checked today.
They've released some info.
And it starts not next week, Wednesday afterwards.
Okay, cool.
So we're perfect.
Break. We don't. Oh, that's great.
No break. We just go straight to the American,
and no overlap, which is even better for us.
Even better for our audience.
Yeah. Not 2 of us a week.
That's right.
No one wants that.
Nobody wants that, right? So yeah, I enjoyed watching Luke on this episode. Like, this was the Luke I was expecting to see.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
All through.
Really happy.
And I'm glad I'm finally seeing.
Yeah, and I think and Luke's played a great game so far, so I hope he wins. Luke's touched every aspect of the game.
Absolutely.
He's played hard.
Yes.
He's aligned himself with good people.
Yeah.
He's made moves. He's made moves with other people. He's created his own moves.
One of the other things here is like, I think one thing we should talk about right now.
Well, strategically, social, and physical.
Yeah.
He ticks them all now.
He does, but let's think about it. He has friends on the jury, right? Simon, unless it's another champion there, Simon's going to give him his vote. I don't think Simon would vote for. Like, what I mean is, I don't think Simon's got enough understanding of what just happened to understand.
I feel like Simon still would vote for Pia because Pia was still aligned with him.
No. Like, he would. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like if Pia was there, Simon will vote for Pia, right?
But if not, he'll vote for a champion.
Right? That's what I mean. If it's Luke versus Baeden or Harry, then Simon will vote.
Sean's voting for Luke.
Sean's voting for Luke
with his big nod.
Dave is voting for Luke. Janine. She says she has a great relationship with Luke. Yeah. Right? So despite everything that's happened, she still feels really good about it.
Yeah, it's just...
Right? So that's probably...
And the jury are talking.
Right?
If Sean's loving Luke, Daisy's loving Luke, John's loving Luke.
And believe it or not, I reckon Abby, even though he just got rid of her, right? I think she would sit there and go, well, it was me or Luke. Yeah. And he's got me, right? I don't think she'll hold the game.
Yeah, I don't think she'll hold it against him.
I think she'd probably respect him and go, okay, that was a really good move.
She doesn't know the game well. No. But I think she'll understand and go, yeah, well, I was after you. You got me before I got you.
Yeah, and it was a great move. That's the other thing. It was a great move, so I'll give you my vote. Yeah. So I think he's got a lot of votes already on the chart.
Let's hope he makes it. Yeah. Let's hope he makes it.
Alrighty then. That's it. And
that's it?
I guess unless you want to talk about anything else.
No, that's it. I'm going to go home and edit this thing and get on.
Either he wins immunity or gets an idol next week. Yeah. Then he's got to win the final immunity.
Yeah, well, that's
really has to.
Fingers crossed.
Gosh. Alright then.
Unless he does a Jericho and pushes him to fire. Gets him to split for fire. Look, now, if he can do the Jericho there.
If he can push him to rocks or fire. Oh man, that would be such a great thing.
That's the one, like going all in.
If he could do what
on chance,
if he could do what Devons did last week, didn't do so.
Like he got to fire, but he should have been ready to make fire.
He should have been ready to make. If he if he went to fire to get rid of the challenger, that's just going to seal $1 million. Oh, sorry, 500,000.
500.
Yeah, 500.
Anyway, after a couple of happy episodes for me, that is it from us this week.
See ya.